Welcome into Miami Dolphins today. I am your host, RC Maxfield, back like I never left, and the Miami Dolphins are set to kick off their 2021 campaign up in Foxboro, Massachusetts against the New England Patriots this weekend, and we've got you covered. But if you're excited, let me know and hit that like button. Better yet, smash that like button and let me know that you are excited for week one of Miami Dolphins football. And some unexciting news for the Miami Dolphins going into week one. However, Austin Jackson has been placed on the reserve COVID-19 list on Monday. His status for week one versus the Patriots is in doubt. Jackson is obviously entering year two in the NFL, but in some positive news for Jackson, well, he only has to get 2 negative COVID tests in 24 hours to play on Sunday, which is a possibility in terms of him being vaccinated. But looking at the offensive line, it would be a major loss if Austin Jackson was not able to play at the left tackle position, because really you don't know who's going to play left tackle. Are you going to move Eichenberg over there? Are you going to let Lettle, who's only been in the system for maybe 2 or 3 weeks now after getting traded from Carolina, start at left tackle for week one of the NFL season? A lot of mixing and matching, but right now this is currently what the Dolphins offensive line depth chart looks like currently today, assuming that Austin Jackson can play. Now, remember last year in 2020, he struggled at times as a rookie, but you saw some development, especially in preseason week 2 against the Atlanta Falcons. But when it's all said and done, this just isn't an ideal situation for the Miami Dolphins. You want to have your left tackle. Now, obviously, Jesse Davis is protecting Tua Tagovailoa's backside, but you want to have a guy that you invested heavy draft capital in 2020 in Austin Jackson, going in week one and really trying to build upon that success he did have in training camp, was getting rave reviews from coaches. Now, he did struggle in week one of the preseason, but was really good against the Falcons and obviously didn't get to play much in week 3 of the preseason. But I want to know, what's your confidence level in the offensive line for the Miami Dolphins entering week one on a scale of 1 to 10? Again, this has been the big talking point of the offseason, preseason, when it comes to the offensive side of the football, right? The wide receivers, injury prone in terms of Devante Parker, Will Fuller missing week one, Albert Wilson missing time as well. But on the offensive line, it feels like there's just been a lot of mixing and matching and trying to find guys that can just stick at certain spots. Jesse Davis has done a great job solidifying himself as probably the most consistent offensive lineman on this team, and I know I'm going to hear about that in the comments, but it's the truth. He has been the most consistent lineman in camp and in the preseason for the Dolphins at right tackle, and you like that if he's protecting to his blind side, which he is. But the offensive line as a whole, there's a lot of holes, and hopefully they can figure out those question marks moving into week one. Got to shout out today's sponsor of the video, Magic Spoon. Head on over to magicspoon.com/Dolphins and get $5 off your first order. Let me tell you right here, this is my favorite flavor. I don't know if you can see it. Producer Sam, can they see that? You think they can see it? Peanut butter. I'm a big Reese's Puff, guys, but this is way better. I was eating a bowl of cereal every night before bed, maybe even 2 or 3 if I'm being honest with you. Magic Spoon has made it easier for me not to feel as guilty and really enjoy myself and know that I'm eating a quality product. Again, go over to magicspoon.com/Dolphins and you will get $5 off of your first order. And again, get some peanut butter, maybe get some chocolate. Maybe there's some things over there if you're into the fruity cereals as well. It's awesome. 13 grams of protein, 4 net carbs, 0 sugars. I mean, there's no better cereal on the market today. All you got to do is go to magicspoon.com/Dolphins and you'll get $5 off your first order of Magic Spoon. Another Dolphin hit the reserve COVID list, and Adam Shaheen has been there twice now as, he's been a talking point for the Miami Dolphins in the sense that he's not vaccinated. He's made that well known, and now he's on the COVID list for a second time in less than a month. He is listed as the tight end 2 on the depth chart for the Miami Dolphins, but when you look at it, this looks like it might be becoming an issue, but Brian Flores loves what he sees in Adam Shaheen, and looking at the depth chart, this is really why it becomes an issue. Outside of Mike Gesicki and Adam Shaheen, you don't have a lot of proven guys in the NFL when it comes to quality snaps at the tight end position. And I know what you're saying, Adam Shaheen, you get frustrated with him. I get frustrated with him too. But you need that depth there in terms of he's played quality snaps at the NFL level. Shaheen has tested positive. He's not playing in week 1, and that becomes a bit of an issue at the tight end position because Mike Gesicki is going to get a lot of snaps, but who steps up after him? Is that going to be Hunter Long? Well, Flores on Jackson and Shaheen said this in terms of who might step up, and he says this is kind of the next man up mentality, and that's kind of how we've taken it this morning, finding out. Obviously, there are two guys we feel strongly about who are contributors to this team, but we have to assume and move forward as if they won't be with us. We've already reassessed and said, hey, we're going to have to do this, and prepare for the next guy to play and contribute. And for me, looking strictly at the tight end side of this, I want to see what Durham and Hunter are going to be able to do at the tight end spot, specifically Hunter Long. I am really interested in what he could be as a potential really tight end 1 down the line. Now, it's not going to happen right now for him, but his skill set really does remind me of Mike Gesicki. And again, this will happen later on in the year, and hopefully he develops into that tight end too. But right now, this is a golden opportunity for him to potentially be that guy and number 2 option, at least for week 1, with Adam Shaheen out. And really, this is an opportunity for other guys to step up, including maybe this guy right here, Devante Parker. Let me know more week 1 yards between Mike Gesicki and Devante Parker. If you got Mike Gesicki, type MG down in the comments. If you got Devante Parker, type DP. Big Dr. Pepper guy. Might have to go with Devante Parker there on that one with the DP. Really like that. Almost went MG there, if you know what I'm saying. But DP is always great. But let me know down in the comments your opinion and who you got having more yards in week 1 for the Miami Dolphins. Got to shout out today's sponsor, BetUS. It's the best place on the internet to go gamble. I'm telling you right now, all you got to do, chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code Dolphins125. And let's say you put $200 in there for the whole season. You're like, man, I'm sitting pretty. I got $200. Well, guess what? You're going to have $250 on top of that. So now you have $450 right there for the whole season. Let me tell you what, if you did that, you'd be golden through all NFL regular season right there. You can bet on your Miami Dolphins all season long. All you got to go to do is chatsports.com/bet. Use the promo code Dolphins125. I'm using it, and let me tell you right now, I'd used this code last year, still have money left over because of BetUS, depositing $100 into my account, and I got $125 from them. This is your one-stop shop for everything gambling when it comes to the NFL. And hey, if you're a college football fan, you can even gamble on college football on there as well. But go to chatsports.com/bet and use that promo code Dolphins125 to get a 125% deposit bonus. Talking about one of the Dolphins' first-round picks from 2021, and Pro Football Network mentioned Phillips as a potential candidate for the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. He's listed as a third-string linebacker as it stands going into week 1, but looking at his talent and what he did at the University of Miami, just a couple of miles away from Hard Rock Stadium, he has an opportunity to have a Defensive Rookie of the Year type season. Now, looking at the depth chart currently, as I mentioned, he is a third-string guy, but the Dolphins, really, you have Baker, you have Van Ginkel, you obviously love Landon Roberts as well, but Phillips is going to be coming off of the edge there and maybe might even put his hand in the ground as well, similar to Emmanuel Ogbah, right? But right now and currently how it stands, it's going to be difficult for him to get snaps on the field right now. But long term, if he's healthy, the talent in the role are there. This is one of the top-rated pass rushers in recent years out of the NFL draft. Absolutely dominated the ACC down at Miami. Remember, started at UCLA, didn't get to play a couple of years in terms of injuries and everything. Transferred to Miami and absolutely lit it up in the down on South Beach, for the Hurricanes. And listen, the Hurricanes could have used him this past weekend against Alabama, but too bad the Miami Dolphins have him. But hey, predict the future for me. In what week will Phillips get his first NFL start? And now I get it. This is a little different from college. Me and producer Sam Peak behind the curtain, we're talking about this. But I want to know when he's going to get his first official start. He is listed on the depth chart as the starter at the outside linebacker position for the Miami Dolphins. For me, I'm going to go ahead and say week 4 because I think if he's healthy, you notice you dropped McKinney, you released him when it came down to the 53-man roster cuts. I think Phillips' talent is just too much, but this is all predicated on health. And if he can stay on the field, he will be absolutely dynamite in his rookie season for the Miami Dolphins. But hey, join us. You want more Dolphins videos for free? This is your one-stop shop for everything Miami Dolphins news and rumors. All you got to do is hit that big red button and subscribe to Miami Dolphins today. We're inching ever so close to 17,000. Why don't we get to 20,000 sometime this season? They were telling me, the bosses, if we get to, a little higher, maybe 18, 19, we can do some live games and we can do play-by-play on here and get your comments in and answered right away. Here on Miami Dolphins Today, all you got to do is hit that big red button. More subs equals more videos, and we know you want more Miami Dolphins content.